So I'm going to take you on a short ride from our satellite campus to our main campus that we built, and see if this works. This is something we spent a long time on. Unbuilt campuses. So far apart. A lot of this was the Spark. I was gone for like a day, and I came back, and they were it's just incredible. Get out. There we go. Okay. I mean, the level of detail is just so, God, it's so stunning, so impressive. You know, the amount of creativity that they put and Zero put into little things like this. I mean, that's funny. A single cow. What? Just being forced to parade himself. Wow. How you doing, the guy? That must have been something Zero did. Okay. This is the farm that we created. I had nothing to do with this. This was all the work of Sparky and Zero. I wish they could be here to both explain it, but since I'm doing it by myself, I will do my best, because I do not know what all of these things are. I believe that is sugar cane. This was a cool system. Let's see what we can do here. Ah, yes. Okay, so this would actually grow plants. So, I mean, what? You know, who comes up with this sort of shit? Like, just, Scott, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna create a, I mean, what? And so eventually water would mix with the soil, and then plants would grow. So, very impressive. Of course, they store their stuff here. Outdoor tools. Seeds, sugar canes, pumpkins, melons. So cool. I'm going to show you one of my favorite parts. There's some pumpkins there, some melons. I have no idea what those are. It must be coconuts? I don't know. This was such a cool area that I spent a lot of time working on up here. This is... whoa, what the fuck? Do I want to open this? Oh, an ender chest. I created this floor over here, and this was a tree, just a giant tree fort, as you can see. Do not be alarmed by the middle finger that says goodbye. That was something that I created a long time ago, and if I'm being honest, kind of scared the shit out of me when I first logged on here tonight, because I forgot I had made that. I just created it because one night I had nothing to do, and I was with Spark, and I was in a silly mood, and so I thought I'd create a sign that said goodbye with the middle finger. And yeah, you have to admit, it's kind of, it seems like if Scott had known that he was going to pass, he would have done something a lot like this. So, as much as it makes me sad, I can't help but kind of laugh at it and think that he would have been proud of that. And if there was, that was one hell of a send-off, you know? Alright, so, as you can see, this giant tree fort here. Outside, I mean, God, can you imagine living in a place like this? I don't believe... Yeah, it doesn't look like these are working. Looks like we're in the middle of doing something. Fixing these portals. This portal would have actually, I mean, jeez, I don't know, there's so much shit that Scott could tell you about this place that he had been working on when, you know, I wasn't there, or Sparky wasn't there. And it was so cool to know that we had our own home. We had a home that we all went to. This was just our massive library of just nothing but tools and utensils and lots of things, just things we had picked up along the way. This is very cool. You could, yeah. There's another. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like we were working on a bed for Opus, which I'm surprised why he doesn't have one. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that he doesn't have a bed. I would very much like to give him a bed. At the moment, I can't say I know where to find the bed in this creative mode. No, that's okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Here you go, Opus. Have a bed, buddy. You're one of us. Opus. Read Hawk Rob. That's definitely something Z created, I'm sure. Or Spark, actually. Read Hawk Rob. Sparky. Love you. Z. Looks like Z left something behind for us. Some leather pants. Unbreaking. Protection. Definitely got to be careful in this Minecraft universe. Thorns. Not sure what that means. Enchanted sword. Wow. Look at you, man. You holding out on us. What did I have? Probably just like unused condoms because I can't seem to get laid. Spider eye, iron pickaxe, and a feather. Rail. Why do you guys hang out with me? We were planning. I remember building a lot of this. I was hoping that we would have had enough time to build separate rooms for each other. That just didn't happen. Doesn't mean it might not still happen. Oh, come on, man. There's talk that we are going to, some people are going to try and keep Scott's servers up. And personally, if I have to pay to keep this server up, I will. And I really don't imagine that'd be that expensive. Alright, this is our main courtyard, as you can tell. Holy shit, the work and the hours that was put into this. And I gotta give it all to Sparky and Zero. I was not involved in this process. Not because I wasn't invited, or I didn't want to. I was just busy. And, I mean, jeez. I came in a little late to this server with them. They had been kind of working on it together and doing a couple things, and I came along. And some of the best nights, man, of my life were spent just kind of playing this, having late night talks. Eka and I really, you know, got to know each other better by playing this, and I know, you know, compared to a game like Left 4 Dead or Battlefield 4, those games that are so high-paced and fast-paced and kind of high stress, this was kind of the opposite. And I know some people, you know, will look at this and be like, why would you waste your time with this? But it was relaxing, and if you could hear the music, you'd hear how relaxing it was too. It was really great. And it was so cool because I saw Zero in a different light. Looks like there's a problem over there. I saw Zero in kind of a different light because I saw him more relaxed than ever before when we were playing this game. And that was really sweet. It was cool because in a game like Battlefield 4 or any of those types of games, you're kind of a Eastern Gate. You're kind of in a zone. You don't really. It's hard to kind of socialize. A game like this, it was all about that. It was all about socializing and creating together and sharing those creations that we had made together, and that was so cool. This is our extension. I mean, what? You know, God, look at this. Potions. Those are not dildos, but boy, do they look like it. Like we got a fucking factory of dildos over here. I believe these are plants of some sort. Lots of potions. Yeah, we kind of, really got into a zone of what we needed, and it was so cool. Meditation baths. That's so funny. Spark. Don't think I didn't know that was you. It was so fascinating to watch, mainly listen to Sparky and Zero communicate and talk to each other and be so professional. I see this as Elevator. I kind of want to go check it out. Uh-oh. Well, guess we're going to see how this goes. Wow, they really weren't kidding. That goes all the way down here. The amount of, I mean, like, anywhere that you see a torch is someplace that we've been. And that is saying a lot, because it's just in a game, there's just constantly open world. There really is never, there's no limit, you know. And, well, we feel like we got as close as we could. I don't really want to be down here. Kind of makes me claustrophobic. Oh, get me out of here, man. There you go. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry if that's a little harsh on the eyes. Okay. The Nexus is definitely broken, because it should not look like that. It should be a portal, but for some reason, there's a flood. Oh, that's going down. I do not want to go back down there. We would go on so many different quests and missions together to go find NPCs, which was so much fun. If you could find an NPC village, it was such a blast. You could trade with them. Oftentimes you wouldn't. You would just kill them and take their things, but you didn't hear that from me. But the missions, I mean, we'd spend hours. And one of my favorite memories was playing this game during Thanksgiving with Eka and Scott, and just talking and having a good time, feeling so relaxed. It's the front. We would go on these big, long 2-hour missions together. This is incredible. Royal Stables. These guys went to the work of not only naming horses, not very well. That one's called A or A. Looks like he's just, doesn't really have a long lead. But you could ride horses in this game, which if that isn't a reason to play it, I don't know what is. I don't know what else you want from me. I mean, but come on, how can you not appreciate how much work was put into just like, hey, I think I'm going to create a stable for my buddies, surprise them. I'm not going to go out because there's a lot of bad guys out here, don't feel like dying. Incredible, right? I'm going to go up and zoom real quick. I've been, the last few days, like most of us, I've been, crying a lot. And it breaks my heart to know that one of my best friends is not here, and I can't talk to him, and I can't give him a hug, and I can't give him shit. But I feel oddly at ease right now, kind of just looking at this and knowing that he just lives on. And he was such a creative person. So just, I mean, just oozing creativity, and it just never stopped, you know. Look at that. Incredibly well designed waterfall that these guys did. What's this guy's problem? I'm not gonna bother. So all this detail. Woodland Watchtower, it says. That says Moo. Okay. Or, oh, HQ, my bad. I was like, that would be, okay. Yeah. There is still more to show, but I think I'm going to take this opportunity to just pause this recording and continue it at a later time.